How about now? Fucking hell. I've never streamed from here, so it's a train wreck at this point. Just have to pick, here's the stuff I did for Bunny. I have to find the, piece that I want. I'm not sure it's in this folder. Maybe desktop. No, I think it's going to be in pictures. I'm very organized. Very, very organized. There it is. You guys probably can't even see that mesh that I'm using right now. If I make it bigger, you can see it. It's a very thin mesh that I use. Just put it in an angle, and then I just paint it on the car. Very tedious. I know some people wanted to see this. It's the only reason I'm streaming it right now. See, now you can see it better. So I just paint it on wherever I want it. I'm just going to have it going down the side. A slight angle. The problem is lining the mesh up. It doesn't look like a complete train wreck when you paint it on. Fuck off, Wilson. I've never streamed from here. Tell me some slack. This is just quick and dirty, just so you guys can see how this is done. And it's very tedious. So all those guys that make liveries for you guys, yeah, show them some love. Because it's a pain in the ass. Especially the more complex ones. This one's really simple. This is just how I've been doing the ones that I'm doing now. All similar. And since I had the X on over here, the mirror, everything I've done on this side will now be on this side. That's good if you're doing just a shape like this, that's fine. But for instance, if I come in here and I'll just do this McLaren logo. You'll see when I put this on this side, just do it like that, and do it black so you'll be able to see it. So when I paint this on this side, that's fine and dandy. It goes on the other side, right? But it's going to be mirrored. It's going to be backwards, which is a problem. I'm pretty sure there are, you know, I am listening. Dude, I've literally done tons of them. I'm not painting. The way the brush is as big as this circle is. I'm not sure if you guys can pick that circle up on the screen on the stream. I mean, I can turn that down. I just haven't yet. I can make this circle smaller, but this is a different panel down here. So if I go to my select tool, like this down here is different. This is different. This is different. All these different pieces. So if I don't have my brush on those, now I'll show you. I'll just use a black brush. So now look. Okay, that's not black. There. So now look. I do this. Look, my brush is over it. The circle's well into this, but it's not painting there until I go over that line. Then it starts painting there. See? It won't paint where I don't want it to paint if I don't cross that like imaginary panel. See what I'm saying? So it's not, it's going here, but this is all going to be covered. So I don't care about that. Because the next one I'm going to do, so I have that basically done. Now I just have to find this. I use this. This was two. I just found a piece of torn paper and colored one red and one black. I don't need that. Why do I need to isolate it? I've literally done it like this since Nam, dude. I don't need to isolate it. I just paint it on what I want to paint it on and go from there. All the top is going to be, you'll see. So I'm going to use this here. I'm going to make this bigger to wherever I think it looks about good. Something like that, kind of follow the body panels or so. I'm not sure. Just whatever. I'm just going to paint this on. And then this will paint to the other side as well. And it gives me like that jaggedy edge down here on the bottom. And I can just paint all this. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to just select the mirror later and paint it. I just need basically the edges. And then I can paint whatever. Oh, I'm still on black. Jesus Christ. Tommy, you got me all screwed up. I just need the edges to be jaggedy. And then the rest I can just come back and paint in. It's not a big deal. See, I don't like the way that's positioned, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make this a bit smaller. Yeah, I like that better. But so this is how you do it. And you don't need to isolate shit and do whatever. This is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Paint that on, grab it, move it, kind of line it up where you think it'll look okay. Paint it some more. And the bottom not going all the way down doesn't matter because I can just brush that really fast. See, it only paints where I want it to paint, Tommy. Mustang is a lot like the Aston, if you ask me. A lot like the, I'm sorry, not the Aston, the BMW. I probably won't even get this livery done by the time I have to go race. But I just wanted to at least start it since I saw Craig throw it up there. Very much appreciated, Craig. So now this side is almost done. Paint all this shit in here. It's very, very tedious, like I said. Very, very tedious. You'll spend hours and hours and hours doing this shit. So that's the basic design that I use. And I'll go back and clean up the spoiler. I don't care about that. So that's, okay, so this is the side. So this is a, you know, rough copy right there, you know, how I would normally do it. And that was all on the decals level, but now I'm going to go up on the sponsors level. And I'm going to go see if I can find one of my logos. I'm not sure where I have it. Tommy, go. Go back on the train. Wanker. You don't need to isolate. You don't need to do any of that shit. That is not what I wanted. Let's go back. I need to find where. There it is. So I'll select that. Display. I'm not sure where the number is going to be. Somewhere in here, I believe. Then you got to kind of just guess until you put it on the car and then find out. But I'm on the sponsors logo now, the sponsor tab up here on the right. So this will overwrite. Actually, I don't want to do that because I don't want this X value on. I want that off for now. So I get this on the car. And there it is. So if I come to this side, it's not there. So now the way I do it to line it up on both sides is I turn the mirror on after I have it where I wanted. And then I just roughly slap it on here again. And then when I go to the other side, it shows me where the other one is. But it's backwards. But that allows me to line up, tilt, do everything I need to do, size it correctly, everything, to match it. And then I just Control Z, it disappears. I make sure the mirror is off. And then I paste it on. And now I have it there on both sides. So I'm sure this is not where this is going to need to be. But now it's on the same way on both sides. And that's the only way I can figure out how to mirror this. And you can put all your decals on this top sponsor layer. When you uncheck it, it all goes away. Or if you uncheck the bottom decals, everything goes away, all your paint. So you want to do all your decals on one layer and all your sponsors on the other. That way you'll always have the same style on the bottom. But you can change your sponsors whenever you want pretty easily. Just coming in here, erasing it, moving stuff around. Let's go back on here, and now I can just, I don't know what Tommy's talking about isolating. I've never done that. I've just always done it like this. So now I'm just going to go around and pick all these parts that I want. Everything where this is going to be black. I'm just going to select everything. Same way I did before. So now the whole top is black. Can't really select that. Just hit Control Z, it'll undo whatever you just did if you make a mistake. I just want all this to be black. And there's so many little pieces in here, it's a huge pain in the ass. You have to just move the car around everywhere. Just click the shit out of it until you think you have everything. So I think that should be pretty much most of the hood. I think I didn't want this, but doesn't matter. Go up to display and then hide unselected. So everything you didn't select will disappear. And I can just control, do that, hide that, hide that. Any pieces that you don't want. Hey now, Craigie. Thanks for uploading this skin, dude. This OBJ. So now I have the hood. I want it black. Scroll down here to flood from camera and everything turns black. You just have to move it all around because it doesn't get everything. Just keep hitting flood from camera and everything will magically turn black. And just unhide. Now the top of the hood is black. Nice and easy peasy. And it is basically the same thing for everything now. Like I'm going to use this. I think this will be black. This will be black. This will be black. Everything that you think is going to be black, I'm going to mirror this so it does both sides. All these little bastard. All these little white parts that you want to be black. Or any color for that matter. Just have to select them all. I think back here will be black. Nope, don't want that. It's weird looking to the left for my chat as opposed to looking to the right. So everything here is going to be black. Guess I'll do this window surround as well. And display, hide unselected. So all this will be black. Go to show you, like, these cars are really super detailed. People just don't, I mean, you can't see this level of detail in ACC when it's on the car, but when you have these skins, I mean, there's a door jamb, you know what I mean? Like, they've really scanned the hell out of these cars. So now I'm just gonna slap some black on it, flood from the camera. And the reason you see this still is because that's from the sponsors layer. So it's always critical that you're painting the layer that you want. I can uncheck that just to get it out of here. You just have to move all around. I know this is different from a lot of the other programs that people use. This is just always the one I've used. That's the only one I know. And just hit U and unhides everything. This is Mudbox. It's a subscription. You have to, I don't even know how much it is. I've been paying for so long. I honestly don't even remember. So like now I make sure I have this mirrored. I'm going to get this mirror out of the way. And the mirrors have a bunch of little pieces on them too. It's ridiculous. Some of them, this one doesn't have too many. A lot of them you have to click like 50 different pieces to get the whole mirror. All right, so I'm going to hide that. Now I have just this side of the door, so I can just grab the paintbrush. I'm going to make it smaller so I don't paint over the top of the white. And I'm just going to brush this, paint over all that. Paint this guy too, because why not? All right. So everything, as long as you have it mirrored, it'll do the other side as well. And you can just run around the car and figure out what spots still need to get painted. Just touch them up real fast. Nope, didn't want the spoiler. Just as long as you keep your cursor on the panel that you're doing, like I showed you earlier. Basically just spray painting over top of it. So back here, I'm going to finish this off. But I need to make it jaggedy. So nope, that ain't what I want. You probably won't see this. I don't care about it for right now, so I'll just do this just to sort of finish it a bit. Good enough. So that's basically that. Now back here, Necro, hey now. See, if I select that, it's the whole body panel, and I don't want the whole body panel. So you have to just slap some paint on, or, I mean, what I should be doing is using the decal that I used earlier to make the jaggedy edges, which, I mean, I will do, but just to get something on the car. And then you just paint around. Like I said, it's very, very tedious. But you can see how when I mirror it, it just does the other side the same thing. Just saves time from doing the whole thing. And again, this is just a quick and dirty Little way to do it, because I know a lot of people are always asking, how do you do it? How do you do it? This is how I do it. I literally spend hours and hours and hours and hours making these things just so I can change it in a day or two. Let's go to image browser. Let's go back one. I think it was here. Don't know where it was. I don't know where it is. Like, say I want this guy. I'm gonna put this guy up here on the front. I can just do that. Get it squared up. I'm gonna go on my sponsor level. Q. Okay, image S. Not sure where they are exactly on the Mustang, so I'll just put it here. I don't want the mirror. Let's paint that on there. Now I mirror it. Shows up on the other side. Grab this, pull it over, rotate it. Turn the mirror off. Now I have that on both sides, same exact place. Grab this. Shrink it down a bit. Put it here. Make sure it's not mirrored. Paint it on. Turn the mirror on. Paint it. Move it. Rotate it. Very tedious. But this is how I get things same on both sides. So now they're exactly where they're supposed to be, but you had to do it by hand. You'd have to go online and let people actually watch your race, Necro. And the reason I do, like, I usually have been doing this like a satin on the base and a gloss for all the decals, and it's really making the decals pop. So just have to make sure. Make sure you have 2 layers. This way it opens up all your options. And I'm sure these vents even, I bet if I select those vents, they are separate. Yep, so I can do those vents by themselves, any color I want. They're all separate pieces. But not going to worry about it for now. This is just a wham bam, thank you ma'am. Here's a livery. Slap it on awesome. And then once it's on awesome, you can change it however you want, do whatever you want with it, and then just save it and it'll update every time someone syncs. Like, this is honestly just really quick and dirty. On the front. Now I have to find my, there's my Please No Punterino. Should put Princess Leia on it, but then Bunny would be crashing into me all the time. So there's my Choose Life in reverse. And this mesh is being a dick. I just have to keep framing because it keeps disappearing. Usually it'll stay there. You don't have to keep framing it. Sort of find the middle projection. If you use paint, it'll just paint it whatever color you want. But if you have a multiple colored image, like I'll do This guy got red and white. So if I just use paint, I just use a paintbrush, even if I do white, it's just going to paint everything white like that. But if you use projection and your color is white, it'll do whatever color it is. Just make sure that's on there. And this is how you do it. Pretty simple. But to get my images, I always find whatever I'm looking for, go into Photoshop, edit them, and then I save them. And they're literally everywhere on this PC. I don't have any particular place where they are. Now, oh, but see what I did? I wasn't paying attention, and all these are on my decals. If I take my decals away, all that goes away. It needs to be on my sponsors, like the side is. So I fucked up. I wasn't paying attention. But it'll do for now. I can come back later and change it. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm not even sure if this is going to, I don't even know if it's going to be in the wrong place because I don't know where the number panel is. I think it's up here somewhere, but it might be covering the O or whatever. And then, so I have to paint the bottom. I need to paint it red. I turn the mirror on. Make sure I'm on the decals, and then just paint all this shit that's down here. Make my brush bigger because it's too damn small. Just have to watch when you go into the voids because it'll paint other panels that you don't want it to. Sometimes it even does it on the other side. It'll paint the wrong pieces. Oh, see, my brush was too big and I painted all up there. Yep, this is the joy of livery making. Doesn't it look like fun? Yeah, the front looks like a big pile of duty, but honestly, I don't care. I'm just going to slap this on the car because... What time is it? It's after 1 already. Just paint in here, finish it a bit. Whatever. So that's going to be it for now. This is probably going to be, if you sync awesome, this will be the way it looks. Because I'm not putting anything else on it for right now. I'm going to get it synced up to awesome. And for awesome, let me see if I can show you how you do that. Because a lot of people always ask that too. So decals, I'm going to, is that export selected? And I'm just going to, yeah, just put it in, create a new folder. Mustang. What the fuck? Oh, because I didn't select it yet. Sponsor save. Oh, no. That's great. I just saved it as the wrong fucking thing because I'm not paying attention. This will be... Let's call that sponsors too. That's true, Necro. That is true. All right, so now this part is done. So let me open up Awesome. Let me go to Go to the website. So I'll show you guys over here. So I'm going to go to liveries. Let me check this. Okay. Sure, there wasn't anything you guys shouldn't be seeing. So I'm in my account. I have 58 liveries, way too many. In my liveries, I'm going to add a custom ACC livery. And the problem is I haven't put this on ACC yet. But you title it whatever you want, like Mustang GT3. That might be another problem. I didn't even think about that. Can't even upload it yet because it's not there. I just realized that there's no Mustang. So you literally can't even upload it on Awesome for anybody else to see yet. And there's literally nothing. Unless I put it on none. I don't know. I've never tried. My buddy Craig found it on Discord. So I'm going to try and where was that at? No, it said sponsors, but it was actually my decals. And I don't have a DDS file, but I mean, it'll create one for you, but it's going to give people join lag if you don't put that decals in there. You also need a JSON, which I didn't make yet because I haven't done any of that yet. But this is how easy it is to upload. It's awesome. Once you have the car files, you put them in your folder in liveries, which will be, I'll show you guys that folder. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah. So you go into documents, ACC, customs, liveries. So then you make a folder in here. And I'll call it the same. It needs to be the same thing. Caps have to be the same. Everything has to be exactly the same. So now this is the folder that you would choose. All your sponsors are going to go in there. I mean, I know this is kind of rushed. You know, if you guys want me to make like a proper video of me doing this, I can do that. But this is where these files are going to go to when you go in the ACC. So instead of me putting it on my desktop, where was that? I'd put them in here and actually name them the correct thing. So here's all my flat. That's what it looks like flat. So this is actually my decals. And this is my sponsors. So this is what ACC looks for. But you also need to put a JSON in here. And when you load the game, oh, I said the game. When you load the sim, it'll create a sponsors _1, sponsors _0. That's the DDS files you need. The _1 is what you need here. So, like I can load up ACC. I don't know if this old PC is going to take all this. No, I can't because it's still running on my other PC. So I can't do anything. But it'll create a decals and a sponsor's DDS file. And that's what you need to put into Awesome. Then you would go up here, create the artist, select the value if it was you or someone else. Showcase, you can select the value. If you want to hide it, show it, whatever, you show it. But then you need to select a picture. Publishing, you don't really need to do anything for that. After you have all the information just dropped into here, all you do is hit save and it uploads it. It's really that simple. Again, I know this is really rushed, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to email that sponsors and decals to myself, open it up on my other PC, and then I can drop it in the ACC, and then this livery will show up on my car. You know, as crap as it is right now, but that'll show up on my car. But it's really simple. I mean, you can make these any colors you want, any color in the rainbow, you know, whatever you want. You want it this green, start painting, you know. It's really that simple. But Mudbox is, I think it's like 20 or 25 bucks a month. I honestly don't even know. It just comes out auto pay. And then, yeah, I use Photoshop. That's like another 25 bucks or something like that a month, or 20 a month, or I don't even know. I have so much shit coming out of my account. I don't even know anymore. Well, yeah, I mean, this is generally how I make all my liveries roughly, but I mean, it's really shit right now. It needs a lot of tweaking and a lot of other stuff added onto it. Like I have to put stuff on the wing, on the rear, you know, little sponsor decals everywhere. Let's just see. Like I please no Punterino. I always stick on the back. People don't read it anyway because they still murder me. Just back of the car, zoom in, take this. Just, I don't know. I want to use projection. And there it is. Now that's on the car. Decal sponsors, whatever you want. It's not hard. It's just very time consuming. Like this, I had to make, add the stroke around, cut it all out, do all that shit. Like you can't just find this logo online. Find similar, but you can't find that logo. So then I put the stroke around it, so no matter where I put it, it would. Oh, I don't want the mesh. You'd still be able to see it. So like I put it on the red and it still has the outline so you can still see it. But if I want to stick that there, I just paint it on. And now I have an Asus Tech logo on my car. I mean, that's honestly as easy as it is. GTWC, what is that? I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. And again, to get it to match on the other side, I'm just going to put this on here where it looks halfway decent for now. Paint it all in. And I'm going to go over and mirror it and get it on the other side. Just smack it on really fast. And then I just have to move this here, tweak it, to get it close to where it is. And that looks pretty close. No one's going to see both sides at the same time, so as long as you have it pretty close, it's going to be good enough. So now I have it there, and I have it there. And it's the same spot, same rotation, same everything. Yeah, I mean, if I could find the car I could find the logos. I can, yeah. I've done cars that are like exact replicas of cars. I actually like doing that. No, I'm not sure where it came from. Um, I could see if I can set up a Google Drive or something, or send it to you, or if you're on Discord. I'm not sure if you're on Discord. If you're on Discord, I'm pretty sure I left a link in the description. Join the Discord that's there and hit me up on Discord. Just be like, yo, I'm the Purple Goose. I was asking about this, and I'll just send it over to you. That's probably the easiest way. Just hit me up on Discord. I can send you the file. And then you can do this too. But yeah, I mean, this is simple, easy peasy. But now I've changed it, so I have to resave it. So I don't think I changed anything on that layer. I think it was just this layer. I'm not sure. That's not very nice to say, Mr. Sim Seniors. You're in the wrong account there, McNair. That's not very good. That's not very good advertising for your group, McNair. Dumbass. No, where was that? Wait a minute. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, just hit me up, Purple. Oh, well, like that shitbox that I made for you. Um, so I'm not sure what this one is. Yeah, so this is the one I made for Jordan. You can see I did one piece, really simple, and then these pain in the ass stars that took a million years to get them all lined up. You can, yeah, really simple. Sorry, just laughing at Discord. General. All right, I see you, dude. I'm going to just send you a message real fast so I can open this up, and then I'm gonna send all the gay porn you want, dude. On its way, dude. You got it. Yeah, so that's that, man. Hopefully just gotta help you out a little bit. I just jumped on just to do this simple shit, and I figured I would stream it real fast, but I gotta go because I'm going to be racing shortly. No problem, bro. Be sure to like and subscribe for that shit, man. Nothing in life is free, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna be racing soon, so I'm gonna cut this short, and I'll see you in like a half hour. Now I have to set my stream up because for whatever reason my other stream started like a balloon. So yeah, I will see you guys later. I can't even find my fucking OBS at this point. It is buried under shit. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna see you guys on track shortly. Hopefully this helped. If you guys want me to make like a more detailed video on how to do this, just let me know, and we'll go from there. But until then, later, guys.